I have been watching videos to try and understand Tudor history. And the one conclusion that I've come to is that it is impossible to fully understand Tudor history. And the reason that I've come to that conclusion is that Henry had 6 wives, all who had their own perspectives. And that's just his 6 wives. That doesn't factor in the family that he had with those 6 wives. And it doesn't factor in the people in his kingdom and how they were impacted by his ruling. Because that was thousands. And some of those people were tormented and burnt at the stake or hung, drawn and quartered. And there were people who went to war during his time of ruling. So there were many perspectives and a lot that went on. So I don't think that anyone can truly understand the Tudor history. A person can study it like crazy and never fully understand it because it is that complex and that intricate. And there are things that you could empathize with these people and things where they weren't so perfect. And there are things where, like we do now, we try and make the most of a situation with what we know at the time. And like now, sometimes it works and sometimes it didn't. So, that's kind of my commentary on the Tudor era is that it was complicated and messy. And people made choices at the time. They did what they thought was best with what they knew at the time. And some of it may have worked and some of it didn't. And they may have had to work with less resources than we have to work with now, medically and for health. And knowing less than we do now. So that's, one of the things I think about when I think about the Tudors.